Hi all, and welcome to Parker's Reefs. On today's episode, we're going to check back in with Jade and the tattoo tank, because today's a very special day. It's not just Christmas Eve, it's also the day we're getting some clownfish into this brand new tank. Alright, so the other day I got a message from Dave at Deer Park Aquarium, the place that is designed and built and is maintaining this aquarium for the tattoo parlour, to say that the clownfish that have been going through tank transfer method are now completing their quarantine and ready to go into the tank. So sure enough, I grabbed my camera and headed up the highway because I wanted to be there to see some livestock into this incredible tank, and more importantly, I wanted to see Jade's reaction, because I know she's been waiting for this tank for such a long time. It's been a really detailed and very involved build-up, so I really didn't want to miss it. Despite being 46 degrees in Melbourne this day, we went down and acclimated these clownfish, and like I said, I wanted to get the camera there so we could capture them. Now, the tank does look a little hazy when you see it, and that's because it's not because it's got a bacterial bloom or anything like that. It's because the media that's running in the sump at the moment is aerated, and some of the microbubbles are making their way out into the tank, which that media, the aeration of that will be switched to nighttime only. But you can see it only looks a little bit cloudy there. You see the clownfish are absolutely raring to go in the net. And I just a reminder, these have been acclimating, so they're not just taken straight out of the bag. But clowns do what clowns always do, and they scatter and do their best impersonation of rocks. Now, this was a interesting time in that Jade was a little concerned because she hasn't seen clownfish go into a tank before and thought that this is what the clowns are going to be like. Thankfully for her, Dave did say that if we give it about 15 minutes, they should be out swimming around. Sure enough, it was really closer to about 2 or 3 minutes. But you can see them here. They're laying as low as possible. They're in this brand new tank. Lots of room to hide. They slowly make their way off to this cave over there where they're all hiding out. And they're pretty timid. They're not sure what's in this tank. They're not sure whether a shark's going to swim by and eat them all up. But thankfully, nothing drastic like that. You can see both the staff and Jade's super excited there. The staff are super excited. The customers are super excited. This is going to be a really cool tank once it's grown in. It's going to have all live coral in it. We've got a lot of fish to come. But these clowns were the first fish in there. We've got some stromba snails in there as well, just making sure that the inevitable ugly algae cycles kept at bay. But I must admit, there is nothing cooler than seeing the pure enjoyment from people seeing the fish in their tank for the first time. Dave's going to try feeding the clownfish here to just try and spur them out of that cave. Spoiler alert, it doesn't work. The clowns are way too scared. They're going to hide out in that cave for another minute or two, but we'll see in a second that they do come out. Now, one other thing I did want to point out, that this tank doesn't have wave makers on there yet, so the water flow is fairly timid. No issue, we've got no corals in there. It is a closed loop setup. See these couple of clownfish laying down here by the stromba snails. The stromba snails have got their eyes out checking what's going on. So there's still some wave makers to go on there, and also the lighting setup at the moment on there is just a temporary one. We've got 3 Hydra 26s on there. That will soon be replaced with, I can't remember if it's 4 or 5 52s, so it's going to be a heap of light hanging over there, but you can see the way it's going to be set up. We've got this beam across there. The cables all route to one end and then go up into the ceiling, so it's super neat. You can see that beautiful one-piece bracing is just keeping the tank looking super clean. Dave's just explaining some of the care around these clownfish here, and Jade's going to get some pictures for Instagram just so that you can see one of them's coming out to talk to her now, which is pretty cute. We're just about at the point now where I'll switch over to the footage where we give the clowns another 2 minutes, and you can see basically once one of them starts to come out, and the others all watch with great interest to see that it's not been eaten. Before you know it, they all come out. So we'll just pan over to that now. You can see they've all come out and they're sticking together, as clowns like to do, just to make sure that they're all safe in numbers there. But you can see a wicked variety of clowns here. We've got some really nice mixture of some basic Ocellaris. We've got some black Ocellaris. We've got some, I think they're Wyoming whites in there, or some platinums. We've got some nice little variety just to mix it up, just so that they all sort of have their own personality. We didn't want to just go with 30 Ocellaris in there. Dave's done a pretty nice job of hand selecting a nice little variety of clowns. Now, I'll just give these clowns another couple of seconds to explore. I'll get you some more footage, but that's about all we've got for this tank today. You can see a nice little assortment of the clowns here. It's a little slow-mo, so you can check out all the different varieties. That's about all we got for this tank today. I just wanted to give you a quick update because I did not want to miss the first fish going into the tank. It's a fairly iconic moment. Plan on doing plenty more updates on this tank as the lighting gets upgraded, the wave makers go in, we've got a big anemone coming for it, and of course some corals will go in there too. So be sure to subscribe. If you have any questions, pop it in the comment section down below, and of course if you want to like the video, go right ahead. Till next time, guys, thank you very much for watching. Please take it safe over the Christmas break, and look forward to bringing you some more videos in 2020. Take it easy. Cheers. Bye.